Well, one thing I'd tell the president, and I'm sorry to have to say this, but he cares a lot more about the costs of this war than Vladimir Putin does. President Trump finds the war abhorrent. He doesn't want to see any more dead soldiers and dead civilians. Yeah. Vladimir Putin, I'm sorry to say, doesn't care. Those are just statistics, numbers to him. It doesn't really matter. Otherwise, he would have stopped the war. But Putin's responsible for hundreds of thousands of casualties on his side and continues to kill innocent Ukrainians on the other side. So that's the challenge we face, honestly. We're trying to insert ourselves into this war to put an end to it. But as I've been saying on Fox, wars end when one side wins or when both sides are too exhausted to fight. And right now, Russia's not stopping, and Ukraine is still able to defend themselves, God bless them. So this is where we're at. And I think the president has tried to entice Russia to make a deal, offering the potential for bringing Russia back into the economic and diplomatic fold in the world community. But I don't know if that'll be enough for Putin.
Yeah, but if anybody can do it, I'm looking, and my hopes are with President Trump. He seems dedicated on it, and I know Putin. Like you say, I love to hear your Putin stories, Dan Hoffman. About
if I'd been at that breakfast with you, I would have said, Mr. President, please don't hitch your political wagon to the KGB guy in the Kremlin, because he hates us. He hates you. He hates the United States of America. And he's going to try to get a good deal for him, a bad deal for Ukraine. And the last thing he wants is for the United States to be considered all over the world as this great mediator who was able to solve a big international crisis. That's not what Putin wants to see. It's not what Xi Jinping or Kim Jong-un, the rest of his allies, the Ayatollahs in Iran. They don't want to see that. They want to take us down. They want to destroy our soft power, and that's the challenge we face. I'm not saying we shouldn't try to stop this war. Of course we should, but it's going to be a big challenge to get it done consistent with our national security. I would say to the president, stop the war, but the key measure of success is, does it serve our national security, not necessarily